This is Chris Whalen, CPA, and welcome to the Street Level Business Podcast. My CPA firm specializes in business and individual income taxes. If you would rather read this podcast, there is a link to the text version below the video. If you find this podcast informative, please take a moment to like and share it. Do you have a tax or accounting question right now? Please pause the podcast and call me on 732-673-0510. Today's topic is, when did you last check your beneficiaries? So many of us fill out beneficiary information on our bank, brokerage, and retirement accounts and life insurance policies and never give it another thought. Also, have you or a loved one set up any trusts? Do you still want the original beneficiaries of those trusts to remain? I recommend reviewing this annually for all accounts and assets that require beneficiary information. Do you have an elderly parent? This is vital advice for them. What if they start to lose their faculties? Making beneficiary changes when one is no longer of sound mind can be difficult. Are you a parent of a special needs child? Making sure all beneficiary and other paperwork, such as special needs trusts, are up to date should be at least an annual exercise. Are you divorced? Have you changed all of your beneficiary forms to the person you now want your personal assets, life insurance, and retirement assets going to upon your death instead of your ex-spouse? Let's say you don't want a beneficiary change. Why check then? You still want to check the accuracy of the beneficiary information. Names, addresses, social security numbers, and percentage to each person of the assets you want to allot to them. Beneficiaries can move and change phone numbers. What if a beneficiary dies before you? Immediately remove and replace them on all beneficiary forms they are included on. Some accounts may have TOD or POD, meaning transfer on death or pay on death options. It is important you choose the correct ones if available. My team is here to help with these important questions all year. We have relationships with the top estate and special needs attorneys as well, in case you need to consult with one. We are not just your CPAs in tax season. This brings us to the end of this edition of the Street Level Business Podcast. Questions, concerns, call me on 732-673-0510. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this podcast informative. If you want to become a subscriber to my podcast and memos, please send an email to chriswhalencpa@gmail.com and I will add you. Remember, the moment you have a business or tax question is the moment you should be calling me. Have a great day.